going to give you a quick tour of where I've gotten so far. We have the side rails up. We have the front rails up. This is where the door goes. The other side up. And the back side here that I'm currently got some pieces I'm working on, seat pieces I'm working on. This piece in my hand that I just dropped on the ground attaches to that piece. That mounts to this, and it is what holds the nest boxes. So that's the nest box frame. And then I think we're gonna be about ready, to jump to yeah, there's the nest boxes. Oh, that's the mineral feeder spot. Yeah. Yep, so we're getting ready to put up wire mesh and then make the wheels. Getting close. Hi! So since we last spoke, I have all of these bits and pieces that I was holding a minute ago. The nesting box frame pieces. Put them in, the hinge works. If I do this ever again, I will assemble this piece and this piece on the ground, because it was a real pain in the neck getting this screw in with the washer and the washer into this one. And to have to try and get that in here through all of this was kind of a pain in the neck. So the next time, if I ever do this again, I will do that.
What does that do?
This blocks the door so that they don't get in.
The door.
This blocks the nesting boxes.
Okay.
So the chickens can't get in.
Well, I thought the theory with the nesting boxes was you pull them out and turn them around so the opening isn't.
You can do that too.
Okay.
Then out to roost so they can get in the nesting box.
Right, because if you left it down when you didn't want them in there, they'd sit up there and poop on everybody.
Right.
All these other things.
So in the evening, you flip it up out of the way. And in the morning, you drop it back down
So you
again.
just reach through the back and do that?
You can.
I see, por favor. And so now you're putting
So now we're doing the screen.
hardware cloth up here.
The hardware cloth here and here. And it goes back to on the side wherever the axle is. Actually, if I remember right, they wrap the whole thing in it. And then cover the back end with tins. We're using tin.
Well, then why would you waste the money and the time and the effort to put the wire on the back sides?
I don't know.
I think that you have the ability to make that decision.
Right. So I'm going to bring the hardware cloth to here. Since we're going from here to here with tins anyway.
Mm-hmm. And what happens back here?
Well,
This is tin?
Tin. Tin. Tin.
Well, it might be
Open.
easier. This might be easier to put the hardware cloth pieces in here and then just shoot you a nice straight piece of tin there instead of trying to cut little pieces.
Well, it's supposed to be their dry zone. Oh.
I see. Okie dokie. It's not my intention to change Justin Rhodes' designs. But, you know, just a thought.
Ooh, FedEx.
God, FedEx. Well, they're not bringing our turkeys, I guarantee it. Progress.
So we're now upside down. We have done all of the wiring we're going to do on the outside. We determined that since we're gonna put tins on here anyway, we're not gonna waste the extra hardware cloth on that. What I'm doing now, I remember at one point they had to repair one of their chickshaws because the axle came undone. So I'm adding an extra board in case in the future I have to add some extra. So let me grab my straps real quick.
So this is the first tire. You put the nut in the washer, and the nut, well, the washer, the nut, the washer, the nut. Then the washer, the nut, the washer. If that makes any sense. And then the straps he's talking about are here.
They are.
And it does. It's pretty. Not going anywhere.
You.
I think I could do the same thing over here before our battery dies. And Tad is very upset because he knows there's a key. Still don't like him to stand there and bark his head off. Hold on. Tad, quiet. You're fine. It's like he's at the other end of the house barking.
Hey, get back here. So there's two straps.
He is up and he's going from one bedroom to the other, getting up the windows.
Go inside and smack him.
Because he sees Smokey. That way he can see Smokey barking. That's what he's coming. That dog's crazy, huh?
So the funny thing is, there we go. That's the second set of straps. Then I'm using the really long screws on. Now I'm coming back with some shorter screws because we've already found that 1 pound of 3-inch screws is not enough
For this
for the
construction project, according to the list.
So,
We
and
still have a sheep shaw to do.
that requires 3-inch screws. And I really don't want to buy more 3-inch screws. But I will use what I have to have. There we go. I might need to tighten that one up a fuzz. But
Yeah, that one seems a little more wobbly than this one. A little bit. That's worse.
huh?
That seemed worse.
Now try.
Seems worse. You're going the wrong direction.
Now try.
Too tight. There, stop. About the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So there we have 2 wheels. Next step should be the feet, which go on that end. Okay, so we'll have to get that one on. Alrighty, so we are working on the leg.
Now these feet are permanent.
Yes, these feet are permanent. Which means I need the screws.
But it'll tip over one way or another, right? Without something on the front or whatever? Or is it
It has a
sit-ups?
kickstand that goes on the back.
Okay, kickstand. Gotcha. That was what he had trouble with, I think.
Yeah, and relatively square. All right, so these boxes of screws come with a Torx bit. They're good for about a box of screws, and then you throw them away.
It's been rainy here in Tennessee. Take a weather break. It's been raining on and off all afternoon. Supposed to be the same, I guess, until Thursday and then start up again on Friday. And we still have a sheep shaw to crank out, and Carrie goes to work tomorrow. So I guess since it's going to be rainy tomorrow, that's a good thing. But that means we got to crank out the sheep shaw on Thursday, or no. Either we have to choose to crank out the sheep shaw on Friday and over the weekend and do our bike day away. That is, if we feel confident that our piggies are going to be okay without us for a few hours. Not that we've been down there with them the whole day. So adding the center board now creates a problem with that board, or did you just cut that one?
Apparently I made this one too long
Oh,
because I've already tried shaving off the end of it. I can't quite get enough. So,
move on to the other piece, huh?
ow. So much easier when you clamp it down.
Ta-da!
Okay.
I don't know how many cans of spray paint it would take to paint this thing.
I don't either. So, leg number one.
Sounds like the guardian dog is doing a job up there about something.
That guardian dog doesn't guardian anything.
It barks, so it must be guardian something. More adjustments to be made.
All right, so you see out the kickstand on down there. Now we're putting the cleats on the door and the hinge on the door. However, I don't have my tape measure. You'll have to pause for a moment. There we go. Here we go, 2 7/8 in. Doesn't give an up or down. All right, so my cleats all fit inside the door opening. That I was afraid of. All right, so yeah, I flipped you over so we can get to the bottom of it. And oh no, factory cut. We'll put the factory cut down on the bottom. There we go. These. I'm going to use longer screws. So we will find my pencil. Go to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to there and there. That should work just fine. I guess I should have marked that. Alright, so that's in that square. That's where that's at. Be a little off because it's crooked that direction, but either way that'll be fine. I know where I need to hit my hinges. As long as I'm around here, we'll be good. So I clamped a bar on the backside and stood it up, and I managed to get the hinges in. We may have to come up with a better solution for the short screws into the plywood. But anyway, we'll go from there. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and see if I can get these humongous big barrel bolt things on here. Install door, install the barrel bolts. Yeah, see, they just look so much smaller on paper. These things are absolutely massive. I mean, this thing is huge. I'm gonna bet that if I put one on one side, it will keep an army out. As you can see, the chickshaw is not in the carport. That's because if I want to get anything done on it for the rest of the evening, since it's going to start pouring, we've moved it inside the shed, planting shed, storage shed, feed shed, brooder shed, whichever shed you want to call the shed. It is the shed. So, but also planning on riding the motorcycle to work tomorrow because it's not supposed to rain tomorrow. I would like the seat to get a chance to dry. Sandy needs the truck in case the turkeys show up. So even if it rains, I'll be all riding anyway. So we moved it in here. We have the nest boxes in. This one I still need to cut down. We had them laid over before in the other coop, so I didn't need them cut down, but I guess I need them cut down in here. And I don't like the way they just kind of balance there. I may have to do something because I don't like it. Just doesn't feel secure to me, and anybody and their brother could push that right in from the backside. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. I need to build the lid. I need to figure out what to do with this because stood it up and that hinge just broke. So I just don't understand the I don't know. I'm at a loss for the kickstand. Might have to do the kickstand a different way. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm not sure I'm going to get anything else done tonight. I would like to try and get the lid on this tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We're going to try.